So it's pretty official at this point, TikTok is going to be banned in the United States along with WeChat. This has been kind of a story that I've been talking about for pretty much weeks at this point as it's kind of unfolded and everything, and it's definitely a bit of a weird topic because like no one I think really ever saw this kind of thing coming, but it was pretty much announced today that the US Commerce Department would be pretty much forcing TikTok off the market. So basically the way that this is really going to be enforced, I guess, for these stores and whatnot that have TikTok on their app store, basically it's going to probably be removed from things like the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, things like that in order to, I guess, be able to actually enforce it. Now, this wouldn't mean that like you can't ever use the app. Like if you have it on your phone now or anytime after Sunday, it won't just magically disappear off your phone or anything. What's basically going to happen is it prevents any new updates from coming to the app. So as time comes on and everything starts to kind of go ahead and there's new updates being pushed out globally, you won't be able to get those, which makes the app pretty much run like crap and would basically destroy any functionality of it within probably even a few months. This is also something targeted towards WeChat, even though the executive orders aren't necessarily the same and the order themselves against them aren't necessarily the same when it comes down to like what's being done about them. So the US Commerce Secretary said that they'd taken significant action to combat China's malicious collection of American citizens' personal data while promoting the US's national values, democratic rules-based norms, and aggressive enforcement of US laws and regulations. On top of all this, Oracle and ByteDance have submitted a proposal that would basically spin off everything that TikTok does into a separate company for the United States. Basically, this would fit pretty well into Trump's whole little plan or whatever that he has to try and get everything Americanized with this and to make it a little bit maybe more secure for American users. Initially, it would be majority owned by ByteDance, but would look to list publicly on the market in the United States. Now, there's also an executive order out that gives ByteDance until November the 12th of this year to divest its interests in TikTok in the United States. So he's pretty much gone full against this whole thing, right? Like he's actually trying to make moves that will pretty much put TikTok's US operations in the hands of a US company, which is pretty understandable, right? Like I think we all can kind of get that concept or whatever. So this TikTok ban, it's a little complicated. To kind of explain what it seems like is going to happen here, WeChat is basically shut down in the United States because communications with the app won't be allowed here. And since it's literally a communication platform, it pretty much, since they won't be able to connect to the servers and whatnot to do shit to it, they basically won't be able to do anything on the app. So WeChat is pretty much done. But even if TikTok gets removed through the order, through like, you know, the Apple Store and everything in 2 days on Sunday, you would still pretty much have until November 12th to actually use the app or whatever, right? Now, of course, like I said, the app is going to run worse and everything because updates won't come to it, but I mean, you could still hypothetically use it or whatever. And that's because TikTok and WeChat aren't being viewed as like the same threat, right? The big thing with TikTok that people, especially people in Trump's administration, are worried about is that the Chinese Communist Party, the ruling party of China, basically has the law set up there where they can just kind of go to a company and request pretty much whatever they want. So if TikTok was storing US citizens' information and whatnot over in China, hypothetically, the Chinese government could basically subpoena all their information on the American public that they have, which would be a lot. It'd be tens of millions of people, right? That's a pretty good amount of the population. And all that stuff would be there for the Chinese government to use and could spy and whatnot and cause problems with that. So it's viewed a little bit differently than the whole WeChat situation. Now, the thing is even though the app's going to run until November 12th, that is like a legitimate deadline for it, right? So basically, if they don't get a deal worked through that the US government approves by November 12th, the app is basically going to be done in the United States. And not only that, right? Not only does the United States have to agree to it, now China has to. Basically, in response to this, China kind of made a rule up where they have to kind of agree on a lot of the transactions if stuff like this happens. So they're basically going to have both sides say, yeah, we're cool with this happening, which who knows what's going to happen with that. I've talked about the various different circumstances that could, I guess, arise from that situation, but of course it raises a lot of questions of what's going to become of like the community with TikTok, and I think honestly it's going to be a lot like how Vine was. You're going to probably see a lot of TikTok stars come to YouTube and try and make something of it. I mean, people probably didn't think that Vine stars could do that kind of thing, but they did. Like once Vine was shutting down or whatever, a lot of them just literally migrated right to YouTube and got millions, if not tens of millions of subscribers. So, you know, I think that could be a move that a lot of these TikTok stars pull off. So I guess if you're on YouTube, be prepared for that whole mess of a situation that's upcoming because God only knows it's on its way, right? So I don't really want to make this video too long. Yeah, this is basically what's going on, and TikTok is effectively banned in the United States as of Sunday. So keep it on your phone if you want it. If you don't care about it, you won't have to worry about downloading it as of Sunday because it will not be available unless something drastic happens. Who really knows? But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @subtooptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below. Thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, not a part of TikTok, and signing out.